found the problem.
The stutter or something else?
It was for the stutter. It was a stupid mistake. So no lag, right?
Yeah.
If we have two sources, so I had one video capture device, and I had a redundant source on there.
Okay.
So watch, I can recreate it. So here's the second capture device. If I go to GoStream, now the frame rate drops.
I have these secondary locks on my cargo van. They came from England. Deadbolts, invisible. Makes it a little harder to get into the cargo area. I've got these on the partition, side door, rear door. They're just self-tapping screws that have stripped out with age. So I want to swap those out with better hardware. It's like N4. The plastic on the van is all faded, so I'm trying out this ceramic product. We'll see how long it lasts. Little elbow grease. It takes 2 passes. I gotta put it on, let it dry, and then go back and do a second pass. So this is all, actually 2 passes, it's still got some streaks. Maybe I need 3. It's been a long time since I've treated the trim on the van. I still gotta do the mirror. So, hey, if you got a good suggestion for faded plastic auto detailing, I was thinking next I'd try that Cerakote stuff, but it's expensive. This is a 3D ceramic trim restore. Finished up my tax returns for 2024. Both were filed just prior to the extension deadlines. I go into extension every year because I have a few K1s I'm always waiting on from third parties. I'm on my 3rd CPA over my working career. Seems like every 8 to 10 years, I end up switching CPA firms, always for the same reason. It's not quality of service, it's cost. Every year, the rates go up incrementally, and then I get to the point where I'm like, I price shop and see I'm paying 50% more. One time when I switched, it ended up cutting the costs in half. My first switch, it had ballooned up to about $6,000 a year. Switched to the new CPA, and it was under $3,000. I think it was like $2,200. And I'm feeling that same trend now, getting close to a decade, I believe, with my current CPA. They are great, super responsive. I love working with them. I've also moved to Texas. They're based in California, and I'm paying, Southern California rates, coastal rates. Geographically switching to a CPA closer to home, I'll save less. But here are the invoices for this year. Business return, which is an S Corp, $1,575, and the personal return, $1,850. My personal return is 34 pages. It's all the S Corp numbers, the additional K1s. I've got rental properties. I have a rental house I sold and did seller financing. So there's mortgage interest, which is, I don't even remember the forms on that, but we had to do that as well. So they do have a price list for each rental property and each additional K1 they need to manage. Those are all incremental costs, and it appears to mine here in Texas with S Corps, and they're paying a bit less. That got me into researching a bit with all of the AI technology. Is there an AI bot tax return CPA? And I see there are several startups now, and I'm considering maybe going that route next year. And I think I can reduce the cost down to like 1/3 what I paid for 2024. Several of those businesses, you upload your past tax returns. That's the basis for the following year. And quite frankly, my tax return is the same assets and breakdown each year, just the numbers are a little bit different. And then we've got to adjust for whatever the changes in tax code are. So I feel pretty confident I could work with something a little bit more advanced than TurboTax. And some of these AI CPA startups offer a live CPA review. That might be a compliance thing with the IRS right now, that they have to do that. So you still have a live human that's trained up, a public accountant that's reviewing a return. And I was looking at some of them online, different companies. It could be like $500 to maybe $1,500 to get my business and personal filed. And they'll also do all the linking into QuickBooks, like my current accountant, and can do journal entries for the pro forma corrections that we make when we review quarterly. It could also key in and handle all my payroll taxes. So I'm seriously considering that next year, as it would be a significant cost reduction. Curious to get your thoughts on that in the comments. If anyone's done any experimentation with different AI languages or services specifically tuned for small business tax filing, domestic and abroad. We're in the fourth quarter of the year, and as you've seen from my last few blog posts, I've been focusing heavily on the business numbers, personal burn, and income side. I try to do this every year at year end, self-reflect, figure out how I want to pivot. David Moorfield said this in one of his vlog posts a few months ago, and I wrote it down because it hit super hard. I don't want to be doing day rates when I'm 50. I'm about to turn 48 in January, so let's call it 2 years out, and I'm feeling like I'm in a pretty good place there. I love to shoot. I want to continue to shoot. I just don't want to be, and I've been planning for many years, to be in a financial situation where I have to say yes to every job and continue to beat up my body doing handheld and brutal airline travel with a lot of heavy kit, unless it's a job I'm super engaged in, like going down to Antarctica. I love this corporate awards show I do. Most of what you've seen on my vlog the last couple years have been selective projects that I very much enjoy, and that's why I'm out there doing it. As each year ticks by, it's less and less about earning a wage and more just the enjoyment of filmmaking. All right, that's all I got this week. I have a 3-day shoot, but I won't be able to vlog on it. They got it all locked down. I can't show any of it, and there's nothing super interesting there. It's pretty routine. But it'll be good to get back out there and doing a little bit of work. Got a few more things coming up in the pipeline, so should be able to get back to a little bit of BTS coverage. Thanks for watching.